Hi guys, you're not gonna believe it. This is my study model, but you know what that means. I have a real case of a hybrid today for you. So yeah, having the study model is a very good, even though I'm only gonna do the tissue, but still, you know, that's what it looks like. And this is my real hybrid case. All right. I already did a little bit of anatomy, just a tiny bit on my fronts. I did with the water turbine, you know, like the water high-speed drill bit. And you can see a little bit of texture. I just scratched it, that's why I didn't, you know, make a video about that. Because the shape was already very good, so I didn't have to shape them at all. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my separator and I'm gonna apply it here. Oh, this is my separator, by the way. This I'm working with initial for Zirconia, the RFS shade 24. This is this shade. I think it's good for base, you know, and then everything from there we're gonna make a mixture of different shades. So I'm gonna just apply it first along the edge. I'm applying it along the edge because I did put the separator on the model, so I don't want the separator to touch the bridge, you know, in places where I'm gonna apply some porcelain. So I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna put it on the model. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it on my model and I'm gonna screw it in with these little screws. Okay, so now I'm gonna apply some more and push it down. As you can see over here, I would have to add a little more. Always make sure that it's nice and flush with the tissue, so the person doesn't have to do a lot of cleaning. I know that the tissue still shrinks even after the installation of this, but try to do it very close, okay? And then I'm not gonna build much of it, all these anatomical things at this point. What I want to do instead is just apply everywhere where I want it to be. So I'm just gonna do this for now. Just apply it evenly everywhere where I need the tissue being applied, because it will still shrink and I won't be able to do this in one bake. So I'm gonna have to do the second bake anyhow, and that's why I'm thinking of doing all the details on the second bake, not right now. This porcelain shrinks a lot, that's why I already know that I'm not gonna even attempt to do this in one bake. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Like I said, this is just the base for it, doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm gonna unscrew it. Okay, and take it off. And as you can see, it's very thin over here, but I was able to take it off very easily. It is because I put the separator and I built it carefully. Okay, so this part is done. I did a little bit over here too. It's not necessary for it to look perfect. Just like this for now is good. And I'm gonna glaze very little bit. You see, I don't touch it all the way to porcelain. I stop about like just a ½ millimeter away. Okay, just like that. Then let's see B1. Well, B1 is actually lighter than what I have in here. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take linen, meal linen, It's very light, like this. Also gonna take Transstore. It's a very light blue. And then I'm gonna mix them until I get like very, very light blue color like this. It's not translucent, but it can brighten my crowns a little bit, so they don't look so dark. I don't know why they decided to grind it out of something so dark. No, it's a little bit better. Okay, this is good for now. Okay, so now I put it on the tray like this with the metal pins. Now it's gonna go in the oven. This is the program. So IRT on, then my high temperature is gonna be 830, my low temperature 350, and the hold time is 1 minute 15 seconds. The first vacuum goes at 425, second 829, and the step is 45 degrees per minute. And then I just press start, and that's what it is. My infrared technology is gonna see when the bridge is warm enough, and it's gonna close then. Okay, I'll see you after bake. Okay, now that I covered everything again, I'm gonna take my shade 24 and apply it right by the teeth, like this. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of my 34. It's very dark, so take only a little tiny bit, and I'm gonna put it right under the gums in here. To make like a little shadow. Okay, and then in the end I'm gonna apply 35, very light, so also be careful with it, don't apply a lot, just to highlight some parts that are out. Okay, and then in the very end I'm just gonna bring it all together by pushing down and sculpting the tissue carefully around teeth. So just take like this and push some of it up so it's near the tooth. Clean it up a little bit with the tip of your brush, and the rest you need to push down. So it looks like that. Make the small thing like that. Push your tissue up on the tooth. Clean it with the tip. And then push it down. And the same thing you gotta do to each and every tooth. Alright, so that's what it looks like right now. And I'm gonna unscrew it. Alright, so I took it off. Now I'm also gonna take a little bit of my incisal shade and draw a small like incisal edge. Okay, just like that, and I'm gonna glaze it and I'll see you after. Okay guys, hi, this is the bridge after it came out. I scratched the tissue a little bit, and that's the lingual side and that's the underside. So I'm gonna glaze it. Take my glaze paste and sink. So first I'm gonna apply glaze on all my crowns, in between the crowns, because even though I already did this before, but I didn't apply it all the way down over here. Glaze is medium thickness. Okay, now that all the bridge covered in glaze, that's what it looks like from the lingual side. I will apply some of my garnet. So this shade, very bright red, over here in between where the papillas are. So I can create some shadow. I know it's a very bright color, but if you take just a little bit, it won't look so bright. Alright, and I'm also gonna draw some of the blood vessels coming out of here. Like that. I also take my coral monilon, a bright, rather light orange, and I'm gonna apply like here and there. Just like highlights, like this. Okay, B1 is the shade. I think it's kinda close, but I'm gonna do maybe a little bit of like a bright yellow accent in the middle. Also, I'm gonna take linen. It's this shade. It's a rather opaque white. So I'm gonna draw a little bit of like cracks with it, and I'm also gonna take a little bit of that linen and put it on the very edge, just like that. Okay, just to accentuate. Okay, and so in the end I'm gonna apply some of my occlusal stain to the occlusion. just a tiny bit because it's a very light shade, it's B1. So just couple spots I'm gonna do. Okay, so that is what it looks like right now. And I also want to take a little bit of my occlusal stain and apply in between to separate the teeth better. When going at it, try not to overdo it. Alright, and also I'm gonna take some orange stain and stain a little bit by the neck, so the teeth will look more like natural, more integrated. Because when their necks are so like perfectly white, they look fake. Okay, just like that, it's all done. That's what they look like right now, and I'm gonna put them on Glaze program, and I will see you after Glaze. Okay, hi guys, this is the case after it came out of Glaze. That's what it looks like. I think it's pretty natural looking. Dark porcelain that we put over here now looks like capillaries that look through the tissue, and then the red looks like the shadow, and the tissue itself is a bit more translucent. So I think came out pretty alright. I also drew some capillaries in the back and here, and the shade, you know, I tried to put a little bit more characterization on it. So okay, this is the work in the end. So give this video a like if you enjoyed watching it, and subscribe for more, and I'm gonna see you very soon. Bye bye.